Join me as I dive deep into the cultural significance of All Souls' Day and the Day of the Dead, and see if I can uncover the real differences between these two important traditions. All Souls' Day and the Day of the Dead are two celebrations that often get lumped together, but they have distinct meanings and traditions that set them apart. While both observances share a common thread of honoring the dead, they have unique cultural and historical contexts that are worth exploring. Many people think that All Souls' Day and the Day of the Dead are interchangeable terms, but that's far from the truth. In reality, these two celebrations have been misunderstood and conflated, leading to a lot of confusion. One common misconception is that they're both Mexican holidays, when in fact, All Souls' Day has Catholic roots and is celebrated globally, while the Day of the Dead is a specifically Mexican tradition. Another misconception is that they're both about honoring the dead in a spooky or macabre way, when in fact both celebrations have a rich cultural significance that goes beyond just Halloween-esque imagery. The Day of the Dead, for example, is a time for families to come together and celebrate the lives of their loved ones who have passed on, while All Souls' Day is a more somber reflection on the souls of the deceased. Despite these misconceptions, many people still get these two celebrations mixed up, and that's because they're not familiar with their individual histories and traditions. That's why it's so important to delve deeper into the cultural and historical contexts of both All Souls' Day and the Day of the Dead. All Souls' Day has its roots in Catholic tradition, dating back to the 10th century. It's a day to commemorate the souls of the deceased who are in purgatory, and is often celebrated with prayers, masses, and visits to cemeteries. The Day of the Dead, on the other hand, has its roots in ancient Aztec and Mayan traditions, and is a celebration of the lives of loved ones who have passed on. It's a time for families to come together, build altars, and leave offerings for their ancestors. Both celebrations have unique traditions and rituals that set them apart. All Souls' Day is often marked with more somber and introspective practices, such as saying prayers for the dead and visiting cemeteries, while the Day of the Dead is a more vibrant and colorful celebration, marked by parades, music, and delicious food. One of the key differences between the two celebrations is their tone and atmosphere. All Souls' Day is often more subdued and somber, while the Day of the Dead is a time for joy, celebration, and remembrance. Another key difference is the timing of the celebrations. All Souls' Day is typically celebrated on November 2nd, while the Day of the Dead is celebrated from October 31st to November 2nd. Despite their differences, both All Souls' Day and the Day of the Dead share a common goal of honoring and remembering our loved ones who have passed on. They remind us of the importance of family, community, and cultural heritage, and encourage us to connect with our ancestors and our roots. So, there you have it, the real difference between All Souls' Day and the Day of the Dead. Two unique celebrations, each with its own rich history, cultural significance, and traditions. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What do you think is the most interesting or meaningful part of these celebrations? And if you're new here, be sure to check out my other videos for more cultural insights and explorations.